Good evening. Let's talk a little bit about everybody's favorite part of a meal, dessert. Which would you rather have? A fresh baked cookie or a fresh baked brownie? Well, what if I told you you didn't have to choose? My name's Kelly Hamby and I'm going to introduce you today to homemade blondies. Everybody can go to the store and buy a roll of cookie dough or a box of brownie mix and make cookies or brownies. But to make homemade blondies, it's pretty simple. You just got to do a little prep work, mix some ingredients, and then bake them and enjoy the perfectly tasty treats. Anybody that knows me wouldn't be surprised to learn that I found this recipe on the Taste of Home website and just had to try it because that's what I like to do in the kitchen. Find new recipes, experiment, and create. Well, I'm going to share some of this information with you today because when it comes to choosing, you don't have to because a blondie is the best of both worlds. The first thing you got to accomplish is the prep work. You're going to do that by preheating your oven to 350, which I've already done. And then you want to grease your pan. I'm using just regular cooking spray, but you can use butter or Crisco, just any kind of grease. Butter usually makes good flavor, but spray's easy. After you've accomplished those two things, you're ready to roll up your sleeves and get to mixing. In this bowl, I've got a cup and a half of all-purpose flour. You're just going to add a half a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of baking powder and mix it a little and then set it to the side for a minute. And then you're going to take your mixing bowl and you're going to add a cup and a half of brown sugar, 2 lightly beaten eggs, a half a cup of melted butter, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Grab another spoon here, and you're just going to mix that up slightly. Then you're going to come back to this flour mixture we made a few minutes ago, and you're going to add it right into this that you just mixed. And then you're going to stir that up as well. Making a little bit of a mess here. That's okay. Before you get it mixed good, you're going to add in some chocolate chips. About a cup or so. You can probably add a few more if you like things a little chocolatier. Paula Deen's got a variation of this recipe. She calls it Aunt Glennis's Blonde Brownies. She adds walnuts and suggests maybe coconut. I like just this simple, basic, don't need all that fancy stuff. It's just not for me. So mix it up real good. And then you want to take your batter spatula now that you've finished the hardest part, mixing. That's the most work, getting it all mixed up. But once you do, you take your pre-greased pan and your batter here. And you want to use this batter spatula to rake out the maximum amount. You're just going to rake it right in here in the pan. And then spread it with your spatula across your 13 by 9 inch pan. Once you get it all spread out good, you're gonna corner to corner. Then you're just gonna pop it right in your oven. This is the easy part. This is step 3. This is the baking. You just pop it right in your preheated oven. Remember 350. You're going to set your timer for about 20 minutes. Ovens cook at different times, so your oven might take a little longer, a little less. Just keep an eye on it. And you'll bake them for 20 minutes. And when they come out, you'll test them with a toothpick. Make sure the toothpick comes out clean. And then you've got this perfect pan of homemade blondies. So if you can't decide what kind of dessert you want, do you want a cookie, do you want a brownie, just remember, prep, mix, and bake, and you can make yourself fresh made blondies. Something different, something yummy.